Hi guys, what's up? My name is Vicky FG and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm emotional and everything's going backwards and nothing's working and oh my god. So today I thought I would do a really special kind of get ready with me. I'm not a beauty makeup artist at all. I just thought it'd be interesting to get ready for the day with you and kind of chat. I really wanted to talk today about Mercury retrograde and all the fuckery that's been going on because of Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde right now is happening. We're literally in the dead heat of it. So if you guys have been experiencing technical difficulties with your phones, electronics, ex-boyfriends coming back around, weird situations where you just feel like you can't get things done as much as you wanted to, this is kind of what we're going to be covering today. And we're going to be covering that today as I get ready. So we're going to get ready together. I'll just be listing off all the products that I'm using as well, just so you guys can know. Very basic. I really don't like using foundation a lot. I've used foundation like once or twice and it's cool. I'm totally with it, but today's gonna be like a very chill, like concealer, eyeshadow, maybe not even a lipstick kind of day. Just like a regular day in my life. When you are kind of like a bald-headed lady, I feel like makeup is really nice to use because it just kind of like enhances everything. So I'm just gonna get started right away. I just go right in with concealer, like, hey, beauty gurus, do not come for me. We're just going in like that. And yeah, I really want to talk about Mercury retrograde because it has been kind of really like a tough time for a lot of us. Mercury retrograde is kind of the most hectic transit that we go through, and unfortunately it happens a lot. It tends to happen like 3 to 5 times a year because Mercury in the solar system is the fastest moving planet. So pretty much why it's called Mercury retrograde is because when the planets are transiting through the solar system and Mercury and Earth kind of have a similar movement. So generally Earth is behind Mercury retrograde, but every once in a while Mercury goes a little bit behind Earth and Earth moves forward, and it gives this impression that Mercury is actually going backwards. So when this happens, the transit of Mercury actually seems to slow down. And why this is important is because Mercury really dictates the way we think. So the energy of Mercury embellishes us with our ability to think and our thought process. So for example, my Mercury is in Libra. So the way I think is very much like a Libra. I'm very indecisive. Very flirty. I care what people think. I love social groups and things like that. And there are also 2 zodiac signs that are ruled by Mercury, and that's Virgo and Gemini. So this transit can really affect Virgos and Geminis the worst. And I am a solar Virgo, so it really messes up my mind. It messes up the way I speak. It messes up my technology. Some people have either 1 or 2 kind of experiences with Mercury retrograde. You either get the one where your technology fails, you can't move forward, or you get the ones where it's like exes come back, ex-friends come back up. It's anything really, it has to do with your mind going backwards. So Mercury retrograde is really a good time to just kind of chill out and take some time back from the spotlight. Oh, by the way, using NARS concealer here on my eyes with a little mini beauty blender. It's a really good time to like study your craft. I'm just going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette that's moshed up really bad, but I use it a lot. It's a really good palette. Jaclyn Morphe palette. So it's a really good time for us to kind of just chill and like step back a little bit, like just step back from the spotlight, really go in and study the things that we want to do, set goals, but it's not really like an ideal time to move forward with those goals. And it's gonna be really challenging for those of us that are entrepreneurs and very like go-getter and very like rah, like we're out here all the time. Because me, for example, I like to move fast, you know, like Virgos, they are the fastest moving earth sign. Virgo is a mutable earth sign. So what mutable means is that we are fluid, we are always transitioning, we can mutate into any kind of situation. So that gives us this kind of fast quality about us. And Virgos, just like Geminis, which are both ruled by Mercury, we're very just like go. We want to get the knowledge, get the facts, get everything ready, and then keep it moving. So when it's time for Mercury retrograde, and it doesn't necessarily have to be exclusive to Virgos and Geminis, but it can just be a really hard time where we're just kind of like, it's frustrating, we're stuck. Like literally my phone, it was already cracked, but like it done blew up. Like my phone done blew up, the whole screen is just fucking destroyed, barely works. My Wi-Fi wasn't working. As you guys know, I do a live every Wednesday on Instagram, but I'm in Argentina, and I totally forgot that there's a time change in Canada and in North America, and I'm just like, okay, couldn't do the live, couldn't get the internet working, couldn't send messages, like, so this could be happening for all of us, definitely happening for all of us. The only people that this really doesn't affect that much are people that have their Mercury in retrograde naturally in their natal chart. So if we looked at a natal chart, which again, I offer the service, if you guys want me to do a full natal chart for you guys, I can totally do that. We'll look at everything, and then that's generally when you'll feel like, oh, like Mercury retrograde doesn't affect me that much, because that's kind of the wave, that's kind of the energy that you have naturally. Other than that, Mercury retrograde for the most of us just kind of like messes us up for a little time being. And like I said, it can be really challenging for those of us that we really like to be go-getters, we really like to move forward all the time, and slowing down can suck, but it is something that's super important, and it's important for all of us to take a little bit of a break and a little bit of a step back every once in a while and just kind of recalculate for ourselves. And Mercury retrograde, like I said, it can also be a time where like ex-friends show up, ex-boyfriends show up, and you have these kind of like temptations to get back with these people. And this is another reason why I want to do this video, because I would definitely say like this is not the time to do that. If you have an ex-boyfriend calling you back and you're watching this video from March 16th to, I believe the retrograde ends at the few first days of April of 2019. If you're watching it throughout this time and you've been seeing a lot of exes come back and the appearance of ex-friends and stuff like that, I don't think this is a really great time for us to move forward in those situations. It's kind of like a good time for us to make those people wait. You know, it's like, okay, cool, I see you, I'm glad you're back, if you are glad they're back. And it's like, I'm super excited for that to maybe be a thing again, but if it is a thing again, then you're gonna have to wait for me till the end of Mercury retrograde, because our mentality is going backwards. This is obviously going to give us these like nostalgic thoughts of the past and of like past situations that were once maybe nice, but don't fall into the mirage of the Mercury retrograde, because trust me, it's probably not going to work out at the end. I've really dealt with a lot of people that have gone back to exes during their Mercury retrograde, and it's just generally not a good idea. It's generally not like an ideal thing for them to do. I personally haven't done that, but I have tried to make relationships work during a Mercury retrograde, and they weren't working, and it was probably a time I could have just let it go, but I just chose to be stubborn, and then shit hit the fan. So I would definitely not suggest to do that. Other things we can do during Mercury retrograde that are really helpful are, once again, like setting goals, setting time for ourselves, deciding kind of what we want in life, and kind of going for those things and not really getting caught up in our past that much. And if we are kind of getting caught up in our past, we can always just take the time and reflect and be like, you know what, I am super happy that I had this situation and it wasn't, you know, necessarily a bad thing, but it's time for me to just bounce and kind of keep it moving. And also just to not put too much pressure on yourself, because putting pressure on yourself in Mercury retrograde is the worst. Like, it really happened with me, because this Mercury retrograde is also in the sign of Pisces. It can just bring us up a lot of emotions, because not only is Pisces in Mercury, but it is also in the sun. So our experience already is very watery. Water signs are the signs of emotion, are the signs of going through it, and feeling every single emotion. If you yourself are a water sign, so Cancer or Scorpio, you know, you're probably feeling okay. You're probably like, okay, this is just what I'm used to. Like, I don't know why everybody's tripping so hard. And even if it's not in your sun sign, it probably is a predominant part in the rest of your chart. And if it is a predominant part of the rest of your chart, you know, you're probably not feeling it that heavily. You're probably like, okay, whatever, it's not that serious. But for those of us that are not water signs or not water heavy, it's just like, oh my God, I feel everything. There's like a wave of emotions everywhere. Every other day, I'm either happy, I'm sad, I'm in love, I'm destroyed. And then this conjunct Mercury retrograde is just like I just can't. And again, for me as a Virgo, it's very, very hard because
girl, I'm a Virgo. Girl, I'm an earth sign.
Oh my god, you can't do that. I'm a Virgo. It's very, very hard because because Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. So when you have an opposite sign, it's like the two faces of the same coin, which is great. Like, I understand Pisces. I love Pisces. I'm here for Pisces. But Pisces energy is literally my shadow. It's things I don't want to work through. It's things I don't want to deal with. A Virgo does not want to show you how emotional they are, like, ever. So having to go through these kind of steps is really challenging for us. I'm gonna work on the face. I'm gonna do some Hoola bronzer. I'm gonna do lashes and lashes and eyeliner off camera because, girl, I'm not a beauty guru. You know how hard it is to put on lashes, guys? Like, again, Virgo also, so it's like perfectionism. It's like I see the littlest thing off with my eyelash and I'm just like, no. But also I just get anxiety putting on a lash and it's like, it's just not cute. It's just like, it's not a cute look. So I'm going to do that off camera. And then I'm also going to do my eyeliner off camera because I don't really have like a nice big mirror here. Actually, I could attempt it and we'll see if it looks good, but it probably won't. But yeah, so for those of us that are not water signs, this is just a really hard time for us to just be going through a lot of emotions and feeling everything and just like not really knowing where it's coming from or what to do. And that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, honestly, is just to kind of let you guys know, like, it's okay, like, you're not alone. If your stuff's not working, if you're not moving forward like you want to be, even if you see people moving forward and you think like, damn, it's just me, I'm the only one, just always remember that people online show the highlights and they never really show the struggle of what they're going through. For me, like I said, it's been a really tough week. I'm also, during all this Mercury retrograde shit, I'm also moving across the entire planet. Like, I'm moving back to Canada with 2 dogs, which is a lot harder than you think it is. Trust me, it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of everything everywhere. I use the Tarte bronzer in Party, or bronzer, the Tarte blush in Party. So it's like a sample size. It's like broken or whatever. I'm the clumsiest person ever. Like, my makeup is just, you gotta be a rider to be in my kit because I'm heavy-handed with everything. Okay, so then I'm doing ColourPop Flexitarian, super old, super busted, but it's still a really good highlighter. I really like it. Yeah, so it's just been really tough for me. It's been a lot of having to move forward and do a lot of moving forward type of things, like literally moving and making videos and doing lives and stuff like that. And like I said, for me, I'm super sensitive, and doing anything during Mercury retrograde is just like, and I really was like, this time I'm going to go in at full force. Like, no exes are coming back, no weird friends are coming back. And like, that makes me feel like great. Like, oh, I'm doing fucking fantastic. But there's other things like the technology working or really wanting to push through this year, move forward really quickly. Not being able to do that is just really challenging for somebody like myself. But, you know, I'm also super excited to be moving because then I also have like my place in Canada that I'm excited to shoot in. I'm also really excited to just have like a nice background and give you guys just better and better quality every single time. I'm going crazy trying not to buy like everything to aestheticize my house and just give you guys looks and give you guys backgrounds and give you guys every single thing that I envision for this channel. I'm super excited for. I bought myself lights. I bought myself all kinds of things that we can like share and have fun with. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be perfect right away, and it goes for everybody. Like, not everything's gonna be perfect right away. You're not just gonna jump from point A to point B really, really fast. And like I said, especially during your Mercury retrograde. So this is just a video to kind of tell you guys, like, it's cool, like, it's gonna be fine, like, don't worry about it, just take your time. I know it's not like the easiest time right now, but it is what it is. Okay, going in with the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I know everybody's like, hates Kat Von D now and like thinks she's a Nazi or like anti-vax and all that shit, so I don't know. I really loved Kat Von D like my whole fucking life because we have the same background. She was born in Mexico, but she's Argentinian, like myself. Did that work? Whatever, it's gonna be a look kind of thing too. It's not gonna be a perfect eyeliner day because like your girl fucking does not do eyeliner on camera, but it's cool. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, everybody hates Kat Von D now because she does want to vaccinate her kid, and I'm just kind of like, let her do what she wants. Like she didn't really do nothing to you. I'm not really down with a lot of her belief systems either. Not like to say not the anti-vax thing. I'm like, do you, girl? Like I don't care. But there's other things about her that I'm not really here for. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of this eyeliner off camera. I can. Okay guys, so I did my lashes and cleaned up my eyeliner off camera because it was getting to be a hot mess. It's not that much of a hot mess, I feel like it is still, but yeah, I'm gonna just go in lastly in the Jaclyn Hill palette with a little bit of, let me see if this is clean enough, a little bit of this first shade that's in the palette, just to do a little inside the eyebrow thing. Beauty influencers say this is what you do, so I do it. I literally watch so much beauty influencer stuff on YouTube. It's probably like my favorite thing to watch outside of conspiracy theories and tarot and astrology, obviously, but I really do enjoy it. Like I said, don't come for me, beauty influencers, because I don't do this as a job. I don't fill in my eyebrows because I feel like I have enough eyebrows. Like more eyebrows are really necessary, guys. What else? Let's see if there's anything else I really want to put on. I could do a lipstick and like a little Stila what are these called? Glittery shits in a tube. I love these Stila shits. They're so good. I use them all the time for like inner corner stuff. Yes, pop in. This is like a super basic look. I sometimes do a little bit more crazy stuff, but with the red and the outfit and everything, I'm just like, this is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like talk to you guys for a bit and tell you guys what's going on with Mercury retrograde and why we might all be feeling kind of like messed up. It's definitely could happen. I'm gonna do the big one. This is Salty by Tarte. I really like the Tarte liquid lipstick. I think they're pretty good. But yeah, so if you feel like things have been messed up, you're not alone. It is happening to everybody. And wow, that is really hard to do, to put on lipstick when you're talking. How the fuck do you do that, guys? And wow, okay. Okay, oh, yeah. Nude lipstick's the easiest thing to put on, guys. Like, I literally use, like, black, blue lipstick. If you guys would like, a cool, funky look and you kind of liked the idea of this video, leave a comment down below. I'm also thinking about something to do with my hair. I know it's, like, finally growing out and it's black. I've been dying to dye it again. So I'm crazy. So if you guys would like me to dye my hair a different color, I'm going to leave a poll up there for different colors that you can decide on. And if you would like me to dye my hair a different color, definitely let me know. I just want to finish off this video. Yeah, this is the look. Okay, so I want to just finish off this video really quick by doing a little bit of a tarot pull for the Mercury retrograde, just as a general reading for all of us and kind of what we can expect and what we should do, some advice for the Mercury retrograde for the last little bit of it. Like I said, it's going to be done beginning of April, so we're kind of right in the middle of it right now. So I'm just going to throw some cards to see what kind of advice the universe has for us. And like I said, if you guys would like more of these videos and you really enjoyed them, just leave me a comment down below and I would definitely continue doing a little get ready with me. And I just want to say you can also follow me on Instagram at VickyFG. Every single thing, all my platforms are at VickyFG. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get to the tarot pull and let's see what the card said. As you see, they're definitely kind of not wanting to come out, and this is normal because it is definitely the retrograde's energy of being slow, not wanting to move forward. Generally, if I ask another question, the cards will come out a little bit faster, but during a Mercury retrograde, I'm not expecting them to come out very quickly. All right. The Hangman came out first. This was the first one I was intuitively called to. So the Hangman, bottom of the deck, is really talking about us taking some time for ourselves, taking some time in isolation, and really meditating on what it is we want. Like I said, setting goals and learning and thinking about what you want. This is the perfect time for that. This is not the perfect time for being a go-getter. The next card out was the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles is talking about saving money and feeling like you need to be tied down to the material world, just to feel assurance, to feel homey, to feel secure. When this card comes out in reverse, this is talking to me about us maybe overspending, us not being secure, us not being tied down. Like I said, this can be the idea of Mercury retrograde if you feel like your finances have been off, if you feel like you're not really getting the job opportunities that you're normally used to getting. This is because of Mercury retrograde, and it's because you're trying to force your hand and you're not just letting things flow. The next card out is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands talking about some conflict. Like I said, Mercury retrograde, if you have ex-friends coming back, if you have ex-boyfriends coming back, there is a tendency for this to be a conflict-ridden time. So definitely try to avoid conflict, avoid spending money, and spend some time with yourself and really decide what it is you want. Let's pull up the last card out here is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is here to tell you if you need to really devour and relish in self-love. Like I said, it is a really hard time for a lot of us. It's a hard transit. It's not the easiest transit. I think of all the transits I've personally experienced, it is the hardest one for me since it is the ruler of my sign. But just go with it, go with the flow of the things. I know it's hard as it is to just take a break. For some of us, taking a break can be really, really challenging, but this is the time. Take a break, study your craft, meditate. If you have a practice of meditation, if you don't, I would very much suggest to incorporate it. I'm going to leave a link down below of some nice music that has 432 hertz frequency, which is a healing frequency. It expels negativity. And even if you just incorporate this into your cleaning routine, if you can meditate, if you have that practice incorporated, I would definitely suggest to meditate during the Mercury retrograde a little bit more, just to really start manifesting the things you want. So when we finish the Mercury retrograde and we hit Aries season, which is going to be very close within right around the time Mercury retrograde is done, it'll be Aries season. Aries season, I believe, starts in March 20th. So when we hit Aries season, we can move right on through past the Mercury retrograde, and that's the time to really start getting our goals and starting those relationships if that's what we want. This is the time that we use to drive that energy forward. Aries is a fire sign. It's a cardinal fire sign, so it is like a boss leader fire sign. It is the sign to go, go, go. So this is definitely the energy we want to use to propel ourselves forward. As Mercury retrograde pulls us back, Aries season will be the arrow that's letting go and moving us forward. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.